So this is a new show here. This is called the Immortal Hours. This is just a test. This is just a test to figure out how the heck I'm going to do this. It's only 30 minutes I could do. Well, that's fine because usually the monologue is usually only about 10 minutes, really. So let's start off here. Okay, so there's myself, Frater Sage. I'm the bad kind of guy. So, well, what's my colleague here, Mr. Peck? How is it going? Yeah, sure. That's right. I'm the bad Mr. Peck. I'm the bad kind of guy. I'm the bad kind of guy. I'm just not a good guy. I can't do it. I can't just do it, folks. And over here is IG-88. Now you'd think, well, wait a minute. In the past episodes, IG-88, IG-88 used to, how do we say it? He used to not talk. Are you serious? Your cast, one of your cast members, there's always four people. So he doesn't really count. You got to have four people talk. Wrong, wrong. Before the show, I put a sound chip in him. He can talk now, right, IG-88?
Iam doing fantastis frater. This show is the shits.
Yeah, see? So, for example, IG-88, tell me about, we're going to be playing Super Mario Brothers. Tell me about the history of Super Mario Brothers as far as i- when the game originally launched here on the Power Glove Congress. Tell me, IG-88.
Super Mario Bros. B is a platform game developed and published in 1985 by Nintendo for the Famicom in Japan and for the Nintendo Entertainment System (NES) in North America. It is the successor to the 1983 arcade game Mario Bros. and the first game in the Super Mario series. Following a US test market release for the NES, it was converted to international arcades on the Nintendo VS System in early 1986. The NES version received a wide release in North America that year and in PAL regions in 1987. Please control Mario or his brother Luigi in the multiplayer mode to explore the Mushroom Kingdom to rescue Princess Toadstool from King Koopa, later named Bowser. Traverse side-scrolling stages while avoiding hazards such as enemies and pits with the aid of power-ups such as the Super Mushroom, Fire Floor, and Starman. The game was designed by Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka as the grand culmination of the Famicom team's 3 years of game mechanics and programming, deriving from their experiences working on the Wii World and the side-scrollers Excitebike and Kung Fu to advance their previous work on platforming, athletic games, such as Donkey Kong and Mario Bros. The design of the first level, World and Design, is a tutorial for platform gameplay. Super Mario Bros. is frequently cited as one of the greatest video games of all time, and is particularly admired for its precise controls. It has been re-released on most Nintendo systems, and is one of the best-selling games of all time, with more than 58 Millionen copies sold worldwide. It is credited alongside the NES as one of the key factors in reviving the video game industry after the 1983 crash, and helped popularize the side-scrolling platform game genre. Koji Kondo's soundtrack is one of the earliest and most popular in video games, making music a centerpiece of game design and has since being considered one of the best video game soundtracks of all time as a result. Mario has become prominent in popular culture, and Super Mario Bros. Began a multimedia franchise including a long-running game series, an animated television series, a Japanese anime feature film, a live-action feature film and an animated feature film.
Fascinating stuff, man. Fascinating stuff. That's why we got you here, man. Yeah, he's got it really going, man. He's got really going, Frater. That's right, Frater. He's got it really going, man. Yeah, Mr. Peck. Yeah, now of course now our newest member is quite a villainous woman. She quite villainous. Frater, I don't know. She kind of rivals us. She really isn't. She really hated here on YouTube, but the kids love her, man. And well, we're not a kids show. We're not a kids show. No, we're not a kids show. Uh, IG88, right? That it's not best to have kids content, right? Because.
Elsaghate is a controversy surrounding videos on YouTube and YouTube Kids that were categorized as child-friendly, but contained themes inappropriate for children. Diese Videos often featured fictional characters from family-oriented media, somit themes via crossovers, used without legal permission. As a result, creators must categorize a video as either for kids or not.
Yeah, that's right. We could get into some legal trouble if we try to advertise to kids, especially with like what was it, SOPA? No, not SOPA. The COPA. It's some cop cup thing or something they did years ago. Yeah, yeah. We can like get in a lot of trouble because we could be fined like $40,000, $50,000 if they said we're trying to corrupt children or something. So we have to set this isn't for kids. And so if someone, that's the reason why a lot of times our channel can't be found if someone has like for YouTube Kids, because we're not for kids. We're for the adults. All right, so here, our newest character, S Duck or SSS Duck. We're just gonna call her S Duck because that's about this. It's like that other person that is something S uh, Guns and Wolf or something or. Yeah, she's not our S Duck is a little more unique, but very at the same spirit and amazingness, and probably will be hated as much as that person you just mentioned. Right? What's here from you, S Duck?
Why, hello there, friends. It is me, S Duck, and I am on this shitty show to laugh at all the weebs with their crappy pay to win games.
That is some great stuff. That is some golden stuff. Um, yeah. I mean, about how, yeah, about the peons out there, that they don't understand you, and your reactions are the best reactions. And I agree. You're really top content. Those people don't get you. Okay, so first off, the way the show is that we have now those other shows that have been on the Saturn Grodd property, including that one that is never going to see the light of day again on this site because they're a bunch of idiots. Yeah, they didn't understand how good they had it while they had it. Exactly. They didn't understand how good they had it until they lost it all. So, the way it works is there's a thing called the Power Glove Congress. In the old days of 2010 and 2011, we had a show called the Power Glove Congress on the Freighter versus Retro back in the day. That is a name that will never be sadly said again. And if it is, there's going to be problems. Yes, I'll send this guy out with his red Sith lightsaber to you, and it won't end well. It won't end well. I have a temper. So first off, the Power Glove Congress, we talk about retro games. I think it's about time we bring up some facts. Um, Majority of 99% of video games are trash. You're looking at me like, what's your video game show? How could you say that? Because you're not playing the right ones. You're playing this new junk. And I don't even care if someone says, well, I play Sega Genesis. New junk, crap, garbage. Uh, what's that, S Duck?
Just a bunch of losers that will never understand the tapestry of the original Nintendo system.
Exactly. Like a bunch of dorks playing, this new stuff. The real gamers play grade A 8-bit Nintendo games. Grade A 8-bit Nintendo games. I'm talking about Tetris. I'm talking about Super Mario, Zelda. Do I need to go on? Ninja Gaiden. I'm talking about Batman. I'm talking about, oh my goodness, Contra. I'm not very good at Contra, but hey, this man's a man of honesty, and he'll tell you he's not very good at it, but he likes it. Yeah, of course I do. But I'll be honest, Ninja Gaiden, and you know the various Mario games, Castlevania 3, not Castlevania Simon's Quest. Might as well state it here on the show. We do not, I repeat, do not play. We don't play we don't play bad NES games. It kind of gets under my skin. Well, I don't blame you, friend. I don't blame you. So, what we'll do is, before we're talking about a game, we just brought up IG88, and he brought up some history about, the history of Mario Brothers. Or the first game on the show is literally, in my opinion, the first game ever, which is the Mario Bros. I don't want to hear someone say, "Wow, hey, Atari, Pong." No, we're talking about the tapestry, just like S Duck here mentioned, the tapestry that is the NES games, the original NES games, like Super Mario Bros, Tetris, Final Fantasy, and oh boy, rest of the year we'll be playing Final Fantasy the rest of the year. uh, into next year even, maybe many years. Well, we need to have, we need to have some variety, right? I mean, oh, well, yes, we can have lots of variety because there's lots of great NES games. And, you know, and if someone says Action 52, uh, I think something bad's going to happen. Oh, something bad is probably going to happen to that person. They think we're gonna go with that. Ah, no. So that's the way it's gonna be, and that's the way it's gonna be, cause Raider SH said so. Now let's get to some games. We had fun on our first show, a little experiment. There's gonna be some kinks. I mean, obviously, I've never done a show like this before. Wow, I'll let you know, Freighter. Speakingly, no, I haven't either. I just should turn on the Audacity and start talking. And this is the first time I've used some different software and programming to do what we just did on this show. Yeah, so let's get with the the fine Super Mario Brothers. Okay, guys, first show, here we go. And we are playing Super Mario Brothers. There's no better game in the world than this, and here we go. Now, I've had a lot of time to try to think of, since the show is very impromptu, it's you know, I haven't had, well, I should say I'm the one in charge. I'm the host with the most. That I haven't had a lot of time to really kind of like formulate what the show's gonna be. But I'll flat out tell you, Saturday Ground Productions has not been, it's been meddling around with these new games too much. I've come to the light that, that only the best classic NES, and I don't want to hear someone say, oh, why don't you play a bad NES game? This isn't like an AVGN retro channel, okay? This is the Immortal Hours. This is the Freighter SH's Immortal Hours. And okay, so first off, what you're seeing on your screen is, it's not Windows XP. I took Windows 11 and made it look like Windows XP. Although that at the time of this recording, I had a mini PC that was trash, but I have a proper Alienware PC thanks to Mr. Pennypacker, and I made that look like Windows 98. it's Windows 11. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be retarded enough to you can't put Windows 11 on you can't put Windows 98 on a modern machine. But guess what? Oh yeah, through virtual machine you can. But no, but honestly, you couldn't even access anything. You would have to use MyPal. You know what? I actually experiment Windows 98, on a virtual machine, and you can't. There isn't really much as far as the internet you can actually do, unless you're just gonna look up websites that came from that time, that haven't been updated since since that time. No. So, as you can see, we're now in World 4-1. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna use anytime on a previous show we played a game, we played a classic. That other show, they just say, "Oh, we played the game." What? What do you mean? Just play the game? You're acting, guys. You're acting like your storylines mean more in the game. They never mean more in the game. It's a video game show. It's a real video game show. Okay, so look. I know. I love Three Stooges. Everyone does, but you know what? There's got to come a time where, it's got to be about this. It's not about I mean, anyone could turn on, the Stooges or whatever, well, wow. So every show we will, go back and kind of review the footage in a way, look, I'm not perfect, try to be, in my bad self, but, what I plan to do is, next show we will go through tips, in a way it's a sort of a way to critique myself, what I could have done better in the footage and the things I'm missing. Because let's be honest, when I'm not a young guy anymore, and I played this when I was a kid, guys. So there's obviously going to be like secrets that, well. Back in the day, you had so much time. You used to literally jump at everything on the screen. And big surprise, guess what happened? There's a magic block. There's a block right there. And I admit I'm not a fan of timers. I do still admit that. I guess my other self would agree on it. Well. And, of course, we're taking a shortcut here. Everybody knows this. Well, that wasn't planned. Well, I'm gonna have to actually play the game. Or not, actually. It's kind of like they're kind of like going, we can help you out a little bit there. Get you those warp zones, get you flying through this. But we can go through some, I got a site opened up, for the next show, where me, S-Duck, and IG88 and Bad Mr. Peck, we can actually go through some tips on each levels and stuff and review it very promptly. But we'll only base it on, I'll kind of have the footage running in the background somewhere, so that way we can kind of review what I was doing, and because we need to talk about the games. We used to got hit by the bullet. Is it called the Bullet Bob or something? I seem to remember that, and I screwed that up. Doesn't matter. The points, you know what, man, points do help to get one-ups and things like that, but, it's about the progression, and in the end, you don't really lose with this as long as you don't die. That's kind of like life, actually. A lot of people think that. They'll think like, oh, that guy on the street, and it's like, well, if he's still alive, then, well, he's still in the game, you know what I mean? So, oh boy, Hammer Brothers. These guys are tricky, a lot of times. Good! Yeah! That was good. Oh, that was good for the footage. Yeah, so, that was real good. Just landed right on his head. Got him. Yes. Okay, we got ready for that. Oh, no, I could have grabbed more coins. Get one-ups from coins. And that wasn't good. Okay, be careful. Okay, there you go. There we go. I need more. Those coins, man. Oh, man. Not good. Not good. Let's see. That mushroom, don't die. Do not die. Bouncy. Go up here. Nice and careful. careful. Get that 2,000 points. We're only a couple coins away, 9 coins away from about, you know, getting closer to getting a 1-up there, you know, 100 coins. A little bullet bob. Hit the mushroom. More coins. Get on the platform. And right there. We did it. We got 1-up. Every 100 coins is a 1-up. That hurts. That hurts. That wasn't good. Basically, all that work to get that 1-up. Oh boy. Oh, that hurts even more. That hurts even more. Look out. Yeah, these kind of levels, they can mess with your perspective if you're not on top of things. Look out. Got the points, got the coins. Look out, don't fall there. There may be a way to get out of that, I think, by maybe jumping on this turtle. Maybe that would give you like a little bit of a boost. Look out for the fire guy there. I will actually be honest with you, like, when I was a kid, I did this so much I didn't really think about, you know, these fortresses, but they do get actually harder. It feels like they get progressively harder as you get older. They don't give you much time to, like, you know, you got 3 minutes to try to get through it, so you gotta really do the best you can, and then, oh, that's close. Oh, that's real close. Sometimes your brain has to be in, like... Okay, that's not good. A lot of times when there's, like, multiple objects moving at once, I know someone can say, oh, there's a way to get back there. Well, at the time I was recording this, I wasn't really... I just kind of said, well, if I have to go back to level 1-1, then I go back to level 1-1, because when a kid first got this, he didn't know really kind of jack. Gotta grab those coins. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And, you know, back in the days as a kid, you know, you had time to jump at every block, jump at every little empty space, you know, because you're like, well, I wonder where the secret is, the secret, you know, and where's the secret? And it's like, you know, that's the way it was back in the day, you know? Where is the secret, you know? Grab more coins. I know a person could ask, you know, a lot of times people can't help it. They go to the warp zone all the time. Like, is there any benefit to just play each level as is without having to try to skip it? And I would actually argue yes, to go the slow way, because then you can start collecting coins and then you can You know, you can actually collect coins, and then you can build up your one-ups, you know, so that if you had some mistakes, then you can not have to go back to World 1-1 all the time. Now, you know, I realize I always end up doing one of these shows when I just wake up, so it's like your body's all mucusy, and you know, I always a lot of times, you know, especially if this falls on a Saturday, if I'm recording, then it's like, of course, the show's always on a Friday. Then Farfinger Gaming's on Saturday, which is which originally my show. But it's Mr. Pennypacker, so you know, I gotta. He's a colleague. You know, I can't say much, you know, but you know, he is helping me out with the show, and you know, he's especially on short notice. Now, this is a level right here where you can't. Okay, never mind. Just got to be a little, a little unique about it, you know. Gotta do this, you know. Yeah. Of course, you could try to do that from that little short distance, and I think it's doable. But it's tricky. It takes a little bit of practice. You know, it's gonna sound very autistic. You would ask me, where was I when I first played this game? And well, of course, I played the arcade, the Nintendo, the arcade version. You know, so I was obsessed about this game. It was like basically, you know, I don't want to really talk about that early game. But you know, it was an obsession. You know, you know, at the time, and it was a definite obsession. You know, this was a very good game for its time, and you know, it was really an innovator as far as platforming, and it's not like platformers, you know, didn't exist before. I mean, Pitfall was one of the first platformers. Although, real truth is that I don't know. Pitfall would count as like the first. That happened. Yeah, that happened. So, just gotta kind of keep an eye on things. I think the thing I'm gonna start scolding myself on, and I really am deciding to do it, is like when you play this, you shouldn't do the warp zones, because you should try to build up your one-ups. Because if something bad, you know, especially as it gets really dicey and hairy by the last levels, that you know, you can you know, at least it gives you, you know, plenty of one-ups. So okay. That hurts me in the pit of my soul. Fall into that pit. And that hurts even more. And that's a game over. You know what that means? Back to World 1-1! Good stuff. No, not good stuff. bad stuff. Let's see, then it's 100 points right there. Or 100, or 200 points. I guess if you get 2 in a row, like, you know, like a double bounce and stuff, you get like 200 points. Also, you still get points if you break blocks, you know, even though there may not be anything in it. You know, and I don't know how many points you need to get a 1-up. I have no idea. You know, it's back in the days of the arcades, you know, like, even the home consoles had points, you know, even Atari games had points. Because many times, you know, especially the days of the Atari, there wasn't an end game to these. You know, these games didn't have an end game. So, you know, it gave the players something, you know, they say with their friends, you know, I got so many points in Drag Race or whatever, you know. As long as, of course, you weren't cheating. I think you know who I'm talking about. If you're into... I think it's kind of the time that we kind of talk about, you know, the elephant in the room. Let's be honest, guys. Do speedrunners actually have fun? You know, isn't that something we should talk about? Do speedrunners actually have fun? Because in my opinion, watching them... There we go! Got that flower! Got that good stuff. Now that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. No, it's a good conversation. Like, do speedrunners actually have fun at what they do? And the answer is astounding. No, it can't be. I believe they can't have fun because, you know, I mean, you know, you're trying to show off. You're trying to be like, well, I can beat Mario within 10 seconds. Well, I don't think it was designed that way. Did you ever think about that? You know, maybe this game wasn't designed that way? Maybe it was designed, or, you know, it was, you know, to, you know, they want, you know, why, ask the question yourself, why should we then, you know, if you're a coder, why would, or, you know, developer, you know, whatever. You know, why make all this? You know, why make that pit right there? If somebody's going to just find a glitch, or they're going to find some kind of thing to help them get through the game faster, what's the point, you know? Oh boy, that hurt. You would say, what do you mean? Oh, well, that hurt too. No, in the footage, I skipped some coins. That hurt. And that hurt because that would have made me closer to getting that that 1-up. So instead of 3 lives, I would have had 4. But because my ass was so into trying to go as fast as possible, well, yeah, you know. See, I'm trying to look for a... Ah! Yay! Good triple jump there. Very good triple jump. Excellent triple jump. Get that coin. Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. You know, you keep trying to do the same stuff over and over. Like, I don't know, there's a part of me. Fortunately, I've already recorded all my footage for the year, for the rest of the year. But maybe I should make that kind of like a new rule that, you know, if I play this again, you know, don't do warp zones, just try to enjoy the levels and stuff, try to enjoy the actual thing that Nintendo made for us and to enjoy. And see, hop, gonna earn points. Grab the star. Now I got invincibility. Don't fall into a pit. Nope, it doesn't preserve a pit. 100, 200. Yeah, 100 and 200. And I fell for the same thing again. I think it's a brain thing, you know, where you're invincible there for a second, and then it's like, you know, your brain for a brief moment still thinks it's invincible, and it's like, no, you're not. Okay. Now remember me. Remember, we can get coins, and we can... Don't... Oh! Oh! Well, we could get... Well, a couple more coins, we can get that life back. Thanks. There. Oh, you could have had more if you had just been a little more careful. Okay, let's see here. Well, let's see. A lot of times you'll notice they give you the mushroom right there because they kind of realize, well, you're probably not going to survive this, so... This will give you... Oh, well, that... Oh, jeez. Oh, that was scary. That was close. Yeah, look out for those Hammer Brothers. But yeah, there's two ways to basically do it. You can either... You could, if you have a mushroom, you can kinda sacrifice Mario to get hit once just so you can get past the Hammer Brother. You could do that. But okay, line it up. Okay, good. Good. You can kind of sacrifice your big Mario. You can sacrifice him, and then he, you know, you can get past the Hammer Brother. If you have no mushrooms, that means you literally have one shot. You have to find one weak spot, and it's very, very hard. Okay. Points. 200 points. I know you'd say, well, why mention that? Why? It's because, guys, I need something to do. It's called commentating. Gotta do it. You know? The other version of me, oh, okay, that's bullshit. Okay, that's something to complain about. That's less than perfect. I just lost a life because I thought I was jumping on a platform. And apparently the game wasn't registering that platform as being there anymore. Well, probably when you sit and think about it. If this was a cathode ray tube TV, you probably wouldn't have seen it. Because, you know, there's a certain space on the corner of the screen that generally a person wouldn't be able to see. Like, there's some games like Little Nemo and stuff like that where... And that's a pretty good game in itself. I actually had a friend locally that had that game. It was actually pretty Pretty interesting game. Very ambitious, actually. Okay, so we got 400 points from that flagpole, and now we are in the fortress. Now, if you were to get... See, the one thing is you can take more hits if you... This is a very nerve-wracking... Oh, jeez. Oh, 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 oh. Ah! 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 Oh my goodness, I've gotten so bad at these fortresses. Oh no! Why? It's game over. Man, I've gotten so bad. Okay, we'll see you next show, guys.